Well, I made it. Made it here to Heat City. Just moved recently. It's quite pretty here, despite the heat. Oh man, does it ever get cold here? Well, I guess not, because people are always brewing demon sets. I just saw this one guy, this past day, yesterday. Um, Get this. This guy brought a Power Herb Deoxys Speed with Meteor Beam. And I'm like, I'm going to have to fight that this weekend. I'm going to fight that eventually, aren't I? Man, these guys like to cook. I respect it. There's another guy, actually, that brought a Mirror Herb on one of his sets. And I'm like, for someone running Shell Smash, and I was like, these people cook? These people cook? And I hope that I can be one of these people someday. The detective, whatever his face is, I don't know who he is, doesn't know I'm here. And it's kind of a surprise. I don't even think the mayor knows I moved in. I know I had to fill out the residency form, but maybe I'll get a surprise visit from one of them someday. But of course, for now, it is hot. But yeah. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and prep for my week 1 opponent. Uh, yeah, we're gonna have some good times here. We're gonna have some good times. I can feel it. I can feel it in my veins. It flows through me. Now, as I wrap up this audio log, whoever sees this, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss more. If you don't want to miss more. But yeah, this is gonna be an exciting time here in Heat City, and I really hope you guys enjoy me for the ride. And make sure you keep watching these audio logs, because oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty fun. Now, if you'll excuse me, on with the show. Last time, we had drafted the most broken Sun team anyone has ever seen in existence. And the most broken team I've drafted yet. Which I guess is fair when you're in a league with only 12 coaches. Anyways, for week 1, we'll be going up against someone that I am very familiar with, and you guys are as well, in Dyre, coach of the Floaters. Why does his team a name always change from season to season along with Rose? Well, in case it wasn't already obvious, there are a couple, and they always have theme teams, and they somehow always cook. It's the weirdest thing ever. I actually have no idea how it works, but they make do with it somehow. Anyways, and he is my week 1 with things like DL Speed, Iron Bundle, Grafii, and is that a Regirock I see? Anyways, he's got a few very interesting and, quite frankly, fast threats on his side of the field. And it's going to be interesting to try and overcome this obstacle. However, it is definitely doable. I will say this, though. I'm going to have to cook to beat this guy. Because his team, like, his first two Pokemon are faster than mine, and then my next fastest Pokemon is speed tied with his third fastest, and then it just snowballs from there because I don't have a 100 base speed tier. My team is slow ish, kind of. It's really weird. And he's got a lot of Pokemon in the 100s, so I'm gonna have to cook. So, what did I have in mind? Well, he's probably going to take an aggressive approach, or at least that's what I'm hoping. And it's really interesting to see where this is all going to go. But let's just say I had to cook myself, because if he's going to play aggressively, then that means he's probably going to have a lot of offensive threats. But we'll see, because I don't know if he's going to be able to play much defense. So I'm kind of hoping to take advantage of that. I know I didn't really do like an intro like I normally do in the team builders, but this is the first week, so you gotta kind of bear with me a little bit here. I don't really have much to build off of yet. But I hope you guys enjoyed the story, or at least are enjoying it up until this point. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump to the team builder, and we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna show you guys what I cooked up, and hopefully this works. So let's go on ahead and jump in and see what yours truly is going to bring. Alright, so we're going to go on and we're going to get started with the team builder, and I'm very excited to get into this. It's a brand new team, it's a brand new league, some new members to get attached to, and some returning faces. So we're going to start with our first Pokemon and team captain, first overall pick. You know him, you love him. Gouging Fire, aka Broly. We're going to be bringing the weakness policy set this week and try to catch maybe a special Entei off guard. I'm not taking a Power Herb Meteor Beam Dio. I'm not taking Power Meteor Beam to the face from Dio. That's gonna kill me. But I do have Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Heat Crash, and Earthquake. There are a few Pokemon that could pop my weakness policy, and assuming I, don't die, which I shouldn't because of my incredible HP stat, I can pop a weakness policy, get a Dragon Dance off, and if the sun is out, then I get a Frozen Resist speed boost. And then I just cook. And I kind of just one-shot everything from there and outspeed even Dio. Assuming it's not like Choice Scarf for whatever reason. But yeah, that's kind of the set for Gouging Cheese this week. This is likely to be a late game cleaner. Like maybe I sack off my Sunsetter in front of something, and then I just hope and I pray for the best. That's what I'm hoping for anyways. Next up, we got Great Tusk. We got Dodon with an Assault Vest. I originally had this as like a Chalon Berry to like eat an EQ from, an E-Speed from the Entei, Terra Normal E-Speed, Choice Band. But I already got such good defense in terms of HP that I'm living one anyways. I'm mostly worried about special attacks, which is why the Assault Vest should, hopefully, come in handy. But even with the Assault Vest, I'm still taking more from a special hit than a physical hit. But at the very least, with and I got some speed in Great Tusk mainly for Dragonite, so I can hit it with an Ice Spinner. There's also Rapid Spin, so I can get away any hazards that he might set up from like Metagross, Toedscruel, or Dio. Those are all potential hazard mons. And I don't know if because he doesn't really have much removal. His only true way to remove hazards is Toedscruel. So, yeah, I don't know if he can bring that into me because of how many counters I have to it. And if he does bring it, it has to be like a bulky Spore set if he does bring it. So, yeah, that's something I gotta look out for. Next up, we got our girl, Unibus, with the Mirror Herb Terra flying this week. This is mainly for a Poltergeist Shell Smash lead, and she's likely going to be our designated lead if we see that on the other side. So we can catch the Shell Smash in the face. We're going to be Tailwind with Wind Power, because we want to boost those edge type moves and to make sure that we have speed for our team to succeed. We are sped crept for Grafaiai because the other two Pokemon are also faster. We're also sped crept for a modest +4 Poltergeist because there were times in mocks to where I would Tailwind, there would be a Cell Smash, and then I would bring it down to its Sash, and it would go for another Shell Smash and try and outspeed me. So, and it was like a whole thing. And also, but because Uni is so frail, I might not be able to Tailwind as easily now in front of it in case he does want to go for an attack. But with a Mirror Herb, I'm the ability is going to guarantee outspeed even after he Shell Smashes. Tailwind Wind Power is just a backup plan now at this point, but it's still a good solid one. Especially if I can catch a Calm Mind from an Entei, that would work for me as well. That would work. I would be okay with that, because then at the very least, I catch a Calm Mind from Entei, I have a special attack boost, I Terra Fly, I nuke it with and I Tailwind, I nuke it with a Terra Fly to the face. Like, he ain't living that. So, or he might, but he ain't killing me in return because of the mirror. So we got that going for me, and hopefully Uni will prove why she is the bus. And if I can't catch the Poltergeist, the only way he stops me is if he's got priority or another focus action. It's the only way he stops Uni, if he does the Poltergeist and we get off what we can. And if he doesn't, it's probably going to forfeit because Uni's the bus. You can't break the bus. Next up, we got Lousy Pond, the Wogerpon Wellspring. And it's always going to have Water Absorb, its default ability. It can't have any other ability than that. But we are going to max speed Jolly to hope a speed tie with Grafaiai, because Grafaiai is also a 110 speed tier. We are Ivy Cudgel, Trailblaze, Knockoff, and Horn Leech. I almost ran Play Rough, but it was kind of hard to fit Play Rough on this set, even though Dragonite exists, because of, I don't know what items he's going to have. I want to get rid of that potential Choice Bane from Entei, if it has one, if it's locked into something that's not E-Speed. We want to stop that. Of him from doing too much damage, so that way Gouging Fire can kind of do what he's supposed to do, and not to die. But yeah, that's gonna be fun to try and pull that one off. For Trailblaze to boost my speed on something that's low health. I do have to watch it for Iron Bundle though, because Iron Bundle does outspeed me and kill me with a Freeze Drive, so gotta be aware of that. And if it is speed boosted Iron Bundle, I might be cooked. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be boots in this matchup because I have a lot of Pokemon that excel in getting up hazards. Ogerpon is one of them. But my next Pokemon is the main Pokemon he should be worried about. Bubby the Goat. Bubby the Tikiton is here with an jetpack because we are rocking, funnily enough, Ice Hammer. Mainly for Toad Scroll or Dragonite. Speaking of Dragonite, we are sped prepped for it. We got Stealth Rock and Thunder Wave and Foul Play as well. No Stab this week. Again, mainly just because I want to catch Dio. And I also want to try and catch Entei. If I can get a Thunder Wave off on it. Or something of the like. This is probably going to be my switch in the Dio 90% of the time, assuming it's at full health. And of course, Mold Breaker for Bubby to ignore multi-scale on Dragonite, so that way Ice Hammer will KO it. KO it rather, I should say. So that's going to be Bubby this week. And our final Pokemon is going to be Smokestack the Galarian Weezing. We got the Heat Rock, because we are main Sun. I didn't want to bring Torkoal, because Torkoal kind of gets cooked in this matchup. So, when in doubt, you run Sunny Day with Misty Surge. Okay. What kind of a nature is that? Okay, I gotta fix that nature. That's a naughty nature. I gotta fix that. Yeah, that should be bold. I'll fix that. But yeah, Misty Surge is here mainly to weaken moves from the Dragonite, because Misty Surge, Misty Terrain, which will weaken all Dragon moves, which might seem stupid when I had a Broly, which is a Dragon type. But the main thing is if I can get the Weakness Policy off on the Dragonite, it ain't gonna matter. Because by that point in time, and also just to force the Dragonite not to come in while the Misty Terrain is active. So that's gonna be fun. And yeah, that's gonna be the team this week. Looking like a really good team. And I want to try to win either with early game with Uni or in the late game with Broly. That's the plan. And Bubby needs to stay alive for as long as she possibly can. That way Bubby can do what he needs to do, what she needs to do, and get a few KOs. So really just get up those rocks. As long as Bubby gets up the rocks, we should be fine. Which is kind of why I don't want to lead Uni, but at the same time I kind of have to. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, we'll be leading Bubby if we don't see Poltergeist. Because if we do see it, Uni's the lead. Don't see it, Bubby's going to be the lead. So we got to get those rocks up. Entei lead is worst case scenario. But we'll see. We will see what happens. And I'm excited, and I'm sure you guys are too. So, let's go on ahead and let's get on into this. And I'll see you all in the battle. And that's going to be the team for week 1 of the MLBBL. And it's going to be an interesting game. I don't really know if I can win, but I think I can. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be all going to be based on what he brings. And we shall see. Because if he brings what I think he's going to bring, we're going to be fine. We're going to be just fine. But if he doesn't, I'm kind of cooked. So, I will see you all in the battle. And until next time, remember that Uni's the bus. My name is Zach Attack. I am your coach of Elixirs. I hope you all have a glorious day. and I will see you all on the flip side.